Hey guys, welcome to Hey Budgets. I'm Haley and this is my journey to become debt free. I just want to start off by saying thank you for watching and welcome back if you're already a current subscriber. And if you're not a subscriber, what are you waiting for? We're gonna have fun over here. So we're getting set up for 2022. We got Charlie, we got our heart from Budget Was Free. Amazing. She did just some great works. I have some stuff coming from her. Super excited. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into this, guys. We got a lot to cover. We are using the Budget by Paycheck budget book from the Budget Mom. I have never used this before. It's my first year, but I've heard great things. So I've already done some work in here. There's a whole breakdown of how to do everything. So I'm going to bring you in a little closer and we'll get digging deep. So to start off, this is our financial goals worksheet. These are what my goals are short term, so within the next year. We would like to have a down payment for our car, 2 of our credit cards paid off, our 2 bigger credit cards paid off, and 1 month's worth of bills set aside. So obviously this is going to be a slow and steady thing. These numbers are not exact numbers. These are just guesses because I'm doing a giant payment today for our city and our Capital One card. So these are just like what the max the card can be. Next, we have our medium-term goals, which are within 5 years. And I'm so sorry if, the lighting is weird. For some reason, the lights on my ceiling are, flashing. I don't know. Anyways, sorry. Within 5 years, we want to have a down payment. For our house, a new car paid off that we used our down payment for over here. And then our 10 to 15 year goals, we have retirement savings of $30,000. There's other goals we have in here that I'm not writing down because I have family who watch, so I don't want to give away any surprises. So on here we have our membership subscriptions, reminder worksheet. So I only have 1 subscription right now. I've canceled all subscriptions because we're on a budget. So we're trying to hit our goals. We're trying to pay our debt off. We can't do that if we're spending a bunch of extra stuff on subscriptions we really don't need. So Costco's the only thing we have. It's $120. And then it has a breakdown of what you would need monthly to hit these goals. Like I said, some of these goals are kind of probably not happening in the time frame we're saying they are, because we obviously can't afford $833 a month on 2 different things. Some of these other ones we might be able to get a little bit closer to it. Retirement and savings, we could definitely start doing that one, that kind of a thing. Yearly savings trackers. So this goes by every month, starts in January, and it goes all the way down to December. So I'm going to zoom out so you can see all the way down to December, and it has each goal. So you have a beginning and end, kind of keep track of what you have put into it, which I'm really excited about. This will be a fun one to do monthly or maybe quarterly update with you guys. Then we have our sinking funds trackers. I will be using these, but I'm not going to say what they're for. Again, I have a family that watch, and I don't want to give away any fun things that are happening. And then we have our yearly spending overview, which breaks down everything you spend for the whole year, which I'm really excited to do. I haven't filled all this in yet because I haven't started it. Then we have our yearly balance overview over our savings, debt, retirement, net worth, which I've never done a net worth, so that's interesting. And then we have our bill tracker, which I really like this because normally I write them all on a calendar and I highlight them as I pay them. But I won't have to do that now. I can just do a check mark and, have it be done. I have 2 medical bills. The current one we're working on paying off is through CHI. This is actually not going to be the correct balance come January because it's going to be paid off even more. Then we have a few note pages, and then we have the start of the year. The Budget Mom, Dear Future, I'm ready. And this year, you guys, we are ready. We are going to make some goals. We're going to hit some goals. We have a lot of smaller goals. Mainly, my biggest goal is this year to pay off the 3 credit cards that both my husband and I have total. I have 2 in my name, he has 1 in his name, and we are going to get those paid off this year. That's happening. And then we're not going to use them unless it's for emergencies. I know my husband wants to use his for gas instead of getting cash for gas. He would rather use his credit card to get points. That's the whole thing. So, my daughter and I did this together on a live. If you haven't seen it, it's still up. She had a lot of fun. We do at least 2 videos a week. And then a special thing is happening tonight, actually, at midnight. So it'd be New Year's Day at midnight. I am launching my Etsy shop. I'll put in the description what my Etsy shop is. There is also going to be a code to be used for the first 24 hours that the shop is open. And then, so goals for the month, I have launched Etsy, 1 item for the shop a week, and work on my savings binder. And this is for Etsy. So I'm working on a savings binder for Etsy. I'm using my Cricut a lot more. Getting things into the swing of that. We are not going to do our January budget breakdown right now. We're going to do that on Monday. But there's a lot of pages for that, which I really love. The only thing that I do not like so far is that I do like to have a monthly one and then paychecks, because I like to have like a goal, right? Like every month have a set goal to try to get saved. But that's okay. It does have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those, which like this month we only have 4 paydays, so I could use it. We'll just kind of see what happens. Expense tracker, I need to start doing my tracking. I need to do better tracking, guys. I did terrible in December, and we are going to be jumping on that train to do our tracking. So, payment plan. I did fill this in. I don't have the balances. I started to fill them in, and then I stopped, because I want exact amounts when the new statement comes out. So, City, Capital One, Shield, student loans for my husband, student loans for myself, CHI, Pro Collect, Trinity. These are all of the bills that we have that are debts. These 4 do not have interest rates right now because I am still currently in school, so I don't have to pay on those, and it's a 0 interest. CHI has no interest, Pro Collect has no interest, and the Trinity has no interest. And right now I don't have a payment plan with Trinity. I'm working that out with them still. Otherwise, our student loans, Sam's is 160, Shields is 40, Capital One is 70, and City is 70. These numbers will drop as our balances decrease, but I'm going to continue to do that. And so I added them up. I don't know if everybody's probably already seen it, but I've added them up, and I am appalled. We spend $517.86 a month in debt. I am so ready to have this go to savings instead of to this. So I do have to go with my husband about what his student loans are at, as well as his credit card and interest rates on those, so that we have a goal set up to get those paid off, because I'm pretty sure my husband's loans are pretty close to being paid off. After that, it asks if you do any extra debt payments, your total payments, and then at the bottom you have monthly debt progress, so last month's balance, this month's total balance, total debt monthly progress, total debt monthly progress percentage, and then total debt you started with, this month's total debt, overall debt progress, and progress percentage, which I really like, because that'll be a nice way to see where we're going. And we'll start this over for this year, so we're not going to use next year's stuff. We're going to use all of this year's numbers, and that's what we're going to use. So, net worth tracker, never done net worth. Assets, liabilities, assets minus liabilities equals your total net worth. So, asset-wise, I don't have much for assets. I have a car and my bank accounts. So, those would be my assets. My liabilities would be all the junk on that other page. They have a where does your money go? And this is where the tracking comes in handy. So hopefully you don't have to fill this out too terribly much for like sinking funds and other stuff like that. Continuation of where did my money go. We have a meal planner in here. I'm probably not going to use this meal planner because I have a different one that I'm using. And then they have these little cash slips for the tellers, which I really like because I write them on sticky notes. My sticky notes is all I use. So that is our budget binder. The other things we are going to be using this year are our little itty bitty meanie. This one I'm going to be using for side incomes. For instance, my husband does have a second job, or actually 2 other jobs. He works at a bowling alley on the weekends, and he works on vehicles, so that'll go in here. I do DoorDash, and I'm looking at possibly picking up a weekend job on the weekends that my husband's off. So that'll go in here as well. Etsy will go in here, and it's all gonna go in here. Then meal planner. Doing a meal planner. We're doing this. I'm really excited. So I know I probably talked about the little mini and the meal planner that I'm going to be using before, but that's the start for our January 2022. I do not have my sinking funds figured out yet. I do have a bunch of new ones that I'm going to be doing. I'm waiting on some binders to come in the mail. I did not spend money on them, guys. I used reward points. So, didn't spend money. But those are coming in. I have some savings challenges that I did buy from Hands and Bands. I bought some stuff from Budgeting with Free. I won Etsy giveaway that I bought a bunch of different things from different stores. Some of them were, I won the giveaway from Chrissy at the Mom Life, but I bought stuff from like her channel, Jordan Budget's channel, Hands and Bands. I mean, there's a couple different places I bought stuff from. I made it real difficult for her. So I'm getting all that stuff set up too. So it's just going to be a great year, guys. Like, this is the year, this is our year to kill that debt, to get some savings, and, you know, make all of our financial dreams come true, right? Like, that's just what we're going to be doing. As far as my Etsy shop goes, like I said, that is launching at midnight tonight. I will put my Etsy shop either in the description or up here, or maybe both places. You can go check it out. On there, I am only doing printables right now on there, you guys, because I did just get my Cricut. And I'll give you kind of a peek of what is going to be on there. We have our 50 Shades of Savings Challenge, which is just a simple pick your denomination, color it in, put it in an envelope. I have this one, which is Saving Like a Nerd. Me and my husband love to play RPG games. I'm going to kind of see if I can't change this light a little bit so it's not so glared. You roll a d20, stuff what you roll, save more by adding a 0 or maybe 2. Now let's get rolling. And it just looks like this. So you'd write down whatever you rolled, put it into a savings thing. For March, we have a March Madness challenge. You could do variations. You could just color of basketball whenever it gets done, or you go even crazier and like take your favorite basketball team and whatever their score was at the end of the game, that's what you put in. We have a kind of like an April one for like Easter, a hop into savings, same idea. Each bunny ear equals, you know, a denomination. This one I love. I had a lot of fun making this. It says May Your Month Bloom. It is just a color one. I kind of got inspired with this one by Jordan at Jordan Budgets with her tiny little trackers. But this is the larger one, so you can say like the petals are this denomination, leaves are this denomination, and kind of go from there. I laminated all mine, and I'm debating on just reprinting them without them being laminated, because then I can use colored pencils on them. I have a Christmas savings challenge. Each bulb on the tree is $5, and then you have little bonus Christmas presents for a total of $230. It's a little bit of a smaller amount to kind of work towards. And so far, that is really all I have up there. Besides, I'm going to be putting I do have my budget sheets that are up there that I've used in the past. I also have the printable for my faux place card cash, and it's set up to where you can have whatever you want for text here, and then you just print it yourself. Eventually I will be doing like laminated stuff, and like I said, I'm working on a savings bind or a binder book as well for like everything. I have in the works with that one, guys. So that one I'm not probably gonna launch for a few months, but I will be slowly launching things that I'm making using my Cricut and my laminator, so that'll be a lot of fun. Each one of these challenges also does have a printable envelope that you can print out as well. So yeah, I mean, if you have any questions, concerns, or anything, just shoot me an email, send me a message on Etsy, comment below. So guys, it is New Year's Eve, and the launch, like I said, is going to be midnight tonight on Etsy, and it's going to just be a blast. So everybody make sure you have a safe and fun weekend, and we will see you guys come Monday for our January 2022 budget. Maybe we'll do an annual budget. We'll see. Alright guys, thanks so much for hanging out with me today, and please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and oh, sorry hands and bands, I'll stop. We need an emoji. Emojis. Now I'm like, I should have had this figured out beforehand. Let's do the 100% emoji, because this year we're going to give 100%. Alright guys, we'll talk with you later, and you guys have a great week. Bye!